Hello, 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 hello. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Life on a Budget with D. This is the channel where I share with you, well, my life on a budget. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for week number 4. Today is Wednesday and I am a little behind schedule. For those of you who has been watching my video, first and foremost, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. It means so much to me. Now, in my last video, I talk about cash stuffing and budgeting schedule, and I told myself that Mondays are supposed to be my cash stuffing day. I mean, not cash stuffing day, what do you call it? Budget with me's day. But I was a little bit tired. I was so tired. My eyes couldn't stay open. And I wasn't able to do it. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens when I'm not able to do that. But today I'm gonna play catch up because I have a lot of things to catch up on today. So many moving parts and projects on my end. So let's get started. Okay, so how I do my week. My week for me will start on Saturdays and end on Fridays. So let me just go back to the calendar right here. So what week we on this week? This is the 4th week. Yes, because there's 5 weeks in September. It's a golden month. Yes. So this week starts on the 17th and end on the 23rd. 17th, 23rd. So that's how I do my weeks because I get paid on a weekly basis. And we're going to see how much everything is going to tally up for this week. Now, for those of you who watch my videos, y'all know that I do a whole system where number one, I budget for the month. Then I budget for the inflows. And inflows are a combination of funds that works together to take care of your expenses. Then I budget by paycheck and deposit or deposits. So if you have multiple streams of inflow or income, I am a person who breaks down each funds down and create a budget for each of those funds. Then I map it out on the calendar. All these sheets back here are mapped out on the calendar so I can have a visual view of everything. And then I budget for the week. At first, it was time consuming because I'm in a process of developing this system for myself. And the reason why I created this system is because I had fluctuating income. I had multiple streams of income and inflows. And it's one thing to learn how to budget, but it's another thing to manage a system to have an effective budget. So I created that system where I had a budget for my inflows and my paychecks and my deposit. And the reason why I do that because, for example, let's say for example, child support. I heard a story of someone that says that they rely on child support, and if child support is not paid on time, they will get a penalty because they use that money for rent. I just want to give an advice to you guys who are using your child support. Do not use any fixed expense or bills on child support. Anything that is wavering scratch that. Any income source or fund that is wavering or variable, you do not want to add fixed expenses with that income. You want to keep your fixed expense with fixed income and your variable expense with variable income. And that way, you will not put yourself in a predicament where there's a discrepancy with your obligation of paying your bills on time. So that's a little tip that I will give you for anything that's fluctuating, okay? Keep fixed income with fixed bills and variable expenses with variable income. I hope that helps. Okay, so for this week, I will be receiving my child support and my main income. We're gonna go back to the calendar as a visual aid. This is how this week is going to look like right here. I have made sure that like my groceries, this is an example of me saying anything variable goes with my child support. So groceries, home supplies, toiletries, kids clothing, kids birthday, school supplies, and school kids miscellaneous. As you can see, majority of that is just kids, food, home. I don't touch this money for myself. I just touch the money for kids. Anything that's going to affect them, it goes with them. So with that being said, as you can see that these items are variable expenses. They're not fixed expense. I've never put fixed expense with a possible income source that can mess up. I had a situation when I had to, hello, what's going on with the, with the funding, and I had to work my way around it. So variable expenses stay with variable income, and fixed expenses stay with fixed income. And I'm gonna show you here, I'm gonna be taking care of my tithe, taxes, home saving, auto saving, medical saving, rainy day savings, my daughter contacts, gas fund money, renters savings, American Express savings, Canva, biz renewal savings, and car reg savings. What is this? It's printer supplies and monthly rollover. Okay, so this whole week is just mostly expense more than bills. It seemed like I took care of all my other bills in advance. So I'm looking good, and I love budgeting because, wow, just one paycheck is taking care of other things other than paying somebody something. This all is funding the household, so I love that. Okay, so let's get started. So as you know, we're gonna use my handy dandy assistant, my calculator. And I'm gonna calculate this. I'm expecting to make $510 this week for my main income and $325 for my child support, which would leave me with $835. And what I normally do in each category, I tally up how much each category is gonna be, and then I subtract it from the inflow so I can just go down smoothly down the sheet. Okay, so we're gonna go to my TTI, that's my tithe, taxes, and investment, and that is $53.40 plus 78.3. That would leave me to $131.43. I know this is $204. And I only do 10% of my earned income. All right, so groceries and gas is $217. Up here I have for my living expenses 44 plus 20, which is $64. And then fund money and toiletries, okay. And then my bills, my renter's insurance, 18, my American Express, that's 9, my Canva is 10, my biz renewal is 3, and my car registration is 4. That leaves me with $44. And then future expenses. So I have living expenses and that's future bills. And future bills are anything that has a due date. My renters and insurance, American Express, my Canva, my biz renewal, and car registration all have a due date. So I make sure that I take care of my future bills first, and then I go into my future expenses. And future expenses are expenses that I'm expected to pay in the future, whether it's near or far. I put it down here. And especially if it's a revolving expense like clothing, my daughter's contact, it's gonna be always revolving. So I'm always funding revolving expenses and bills. So, okay, contacts, $18, printer supply is $24, kids clothing is $42, kids birthday is $41, school supplies is $5, and miscellaneous for the girls is $142. Now, when I do my monthly budget, I'm always aware of what's going to happen at the end of the week. For example, my main income source on week 4, I tally up here. I notice right here, because how can I say this? I love to see things from the overview. I like overview and then breaking things down. That's how my brain works. I'm a step-by-step type of person. And I already had budget for my paycheck because this is my inflow. Because remember, I say I budget by the inflow first. I determine which inflow source will be responsible for a bill or a portion of a bill, because sometimes income sources or inflow sources can share in the responsibility of paying for an expense. And I like to see it broken down in this manner. So, yeah, so $12.57 is what I'm going to have left for the week, and I'm going to verify that over here to make sure that it equal up for the week. What do y'all think about the way I break down everything? I mean, after the divorce and the fluctuation of income and income source has really put a never again mentality in my head. So I make sure that all my pennies have a place and all my pennies have an assignment, and I know where every single dollar and dime and nickel and penny is going. I just became that person, and I'm so happy and grateful for the process because of the simple fact that I know exactly how to handle fluctuating or multiple income through this system that I created. So anyway, I digress. So 835 subtract 131.743. Ooh, I messed up. $703.57 is left over. Subtract 204. I'm left with $499.57. Subtract 217 equals $282.57. We're going up here. Subtract 64 equals $218.57. Subtract 44. I'm left with $174.57. Subtract 1, is that a 142? 142. Subtract 142, I'm left with 3257. So there must be a discrepancy. Subtract 12.57. I am missing $20. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go back here and see where the $20 came from. Or did I miscalculate? What did I do? Did I add something to this? Normally this can tell me. If not, I'm gonna have to do some more research. I don't see $20. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. One moment, please. You know, I looked at my main income, but I didn't look at my child support income because it's a combination of my child support. So this is what I'm going to do. I gotta verify that I didn't miss anything from here. And I think it's home supplies. I got toiletry, but I ain't put home supply. That's where it came from. Okay. So that's what happened. I just looked at my main income source, not noticing that I'm using my child support in main income source. So right here, I'm able to see that the $20 is missing because I didn't account for that. This has to change. This has to change. Okay, so this should be $20. And what I normally do, I'll put like, I will identify which inflow will be responsible for taking care of that bill for this week. And that's why I have the column here. So it does help me out because I budget each inflow source and to be able to identify which income source I'm going to use for that, even though it's tally up here, it's just make it easier for me here. And because I didn't fill it out and I didn't do that, I had to do scavenger hunting over here. But it's kind of like index. Yeah, this is an index. That's what I basically say, it's an index. Okay, so let me hurry this up because it is the AM and I got to prepare to leave. So $84. Okay, so right here, we're gonna start back at the bottom right here, and that's 282.57 subtract 84, which leaves me 198.57 subtract 44 equals 154.57 subtract 142 equals, you know, this is a lie. This right here is a lie. This is my main income source, That's important. I need to know that because when I'm transferring money from bank accounts to bank accounts, I need to know where this money is going, and it helps me with transferring. 142. I lied. I just copied what I saw right there, not realizing that I already tallied on the calculator. And as you can see, I budget $12.57 a month. I mean, this week, $12.57 left remaining from my monthly rollover for the week. So I hope that wasn't confusing. It was real time how I manage my money. I use this as an index to know which info source is responsible for the expense, and also in the process of making sure I have a zero-based budget. And I'm able to reference that based on how I budget on a weekly. I budget by paycheck and deposit as an overview budget. So it may be extra, but this really does help me with my money. With this system right here, I am in the process of creating a spreadsheet for this, especially if you're a person like me who sometimes flip dollars around in your head, like the numbers around in your head. It can be frustrating when your mind does that. You're like, I didn't mean to write that. I mean to write this, and I do it a lot of time. So I'm in the process of creating this on a spreadsheet. It is so much hard work because I do formulas and stuff. Oh my goodness. I have it down packed, but I'm always tweaking it. So maybe in the future I can sell that spreadsheet for you all to copy it, and you could have it on a spreadsheet. I just love it on the spreadsheet because the formula is already in there, and if I have a discrepancy with the numbers, I can see it on the screen. And if it's not balanced, it's not checked. If it's balanced, it's checked, and I can see it. But I like paper budgeting, so I write what I put. I calculated on a spreadsheet, and I put it here, and it helps me to maintain my whole entire system of fluctuating income. Now, as of right now, my income is steady. My income is steady, and I'm so happy that I have a steady flow of income right now. But I always budget as if my income is irregular. I'm a firm believer that you should have a budgeting system that has a foundation that is not based on your income, but based on your life. I'm saying a lot of ums, I apologize. I hope that makes sense. So this is my budget for with me for week 4. Now, I almost forgot my cash stuffing. I need to know my cash breakdown. Now, for those of you who watched my last video, you will know that I had transferred over my taxes. I only had one thing to stuff for last week, was my taxes, and I had brought it over. I gotta buy another one of these or create my own. I don't know. So this is my cash breakdown, and I break it down, which I need to add home supplies because I didn't have it here. And for those of you who watched my videos in the past, you will know that I budget with, I cash break down with fake cash and real cash. My savings are fake cash. I know that's going to equal to 104. I didn't get this together yet. So 150, 150, 150, 150, 1111. 450s equals $200, and 4 ones equals $4. So that would be 204. Now with my cash envelope, this is real money, and that will be $40, and that would be 2 20s, $40. That works out. So I break down for your ones, twos, five, tens, 20, 50s, and 100s. And I do that because I'm a type of person who like to have everything available. I know a lot of the cash breakdowns don't have twos. But if you're a person who also budget with fake cash, twos are definitely a part of those fake cash packs. And I needed a way to accommodate myself for that. And then I also have this new balance area over here in case you want to keep track of your balance. Just in case you don't have like these budget sheets, but you want to have a documentation of what was the new balance after you stuff or, after you stuff. I'm a type of person who waits to the end of the month to subtract money out of the envelopes. For example, right here, I have my, if I can get there, I have my monthly asset review sheet where I keep track of my inflow for the week just in case it changes or fluctuates. So I do my income actuals on here as an overview. And then if I use savings for the week, I document the savings that I'm using. And then if I use savings, which savings account or which envelope did I use in order to make that fund or to take care of a expense or a bill, I'll use it here to break it down so I can know which cash envelope that I have to take the money from. It is so helpful. I really like doing this because I was like, okay, I need to keep track, and I just didn't want to keep on taking money in and out. I just want to take it out the end of the month and then start fresh for the next month by taking it out. So that's how I do it. And then right here, let's tally this up. Hold up, before I tally up anything, let me see how much money, not much money, time. Oh my gosh, it's 8:11. Okay, let's wrap this up. 156 plus 18 plus 9 plus 10 plus 3 plus 4 plus 18 plus 24. 24 plus 42 plus 41 plus 5 plus 12 equals $342. And I got to verify that. So let me just verify. I'm gonna fast forward this, or let me just tally this. I just went through the calculator again to verify that that number is correct. So now I'm gonna basically time lapse me doing this because it's gonna take longer. Okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna time lapse it, or am I just gonna go ahead and show it?
Okay, 100, 150, 1, 5, and 1, 1. So 155, 56. Next is 18. I need 110, 1, 5, 1, 2, and 1, 1. So 10 plus 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17 plus 1 is 18. 9, 1, 5, and 2 twos. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. 10, 1, 10, 1, 10. 3, that'll be 1, 2, and 1, 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. $4, that'll be 2. 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. 18, I got another 18, so that would be 110, 1, 5, 1, 2, and 1, 1. 24, so I need 120 and 2 twos. So 20 plus 4 is 24. 42, I need 2 20s and 1 2. So 40 plus 2 equals 42. So I need 2 20s and 1 1. 220 plus 1 equals 41. I need 1 5 right here, and then I have a 12. So I have 1 10 right here, and this 1 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So I'm gonna make sure. Okay, so 100 equals 100. 150 equals 50. 5 20s equals 100. 1 2 3 4. 4 10s equals 40. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 5s equals 25. 1 2 3 4. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. So 10 times 2 equals 20. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 1s
equals 5. All together, this should equals to 342. I get nervous because this is the part where I always be messing up. 100 plus 50 plus 100 plus 40 plus 25 plus 20 plus 5 equals, see, I'm missing $2. Okay, unless I did this wrong over here. So 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 11. Which equals 22. So that was not bad. Okay, normally I'll be like, oh my gosh. 100 plus 50 plus 100 plus 40 plus 25 plus 22 plus 5. There you have it, folks. It equals up. So now what I also do, I do a whole grand total at the bottom here.
So this is 100, 100 equals this. So I have 4, 5, 50s, 5 50s will equals 250. Why didn't I do this here? This is 2 20s will equal 40, so I'm gonna do that. So 7 20s equals 140. Okay, so let me see here. 4 10s equals 40, let me see up here. 5 5s equals 25, let me see up here. 11 2s equals 22s. Okay, 9 1s equals $9. $9. Okay.
With that being said, let's see how my grand total of how much I'm stuffing all together for this week. 140. Oh, 140 40 plus 25 plus 22 plus 9. It says that I am stuffing 586 for the week. Yep, 586 for the week, 586. So now I do this thing right here where I do transfer, fake, and real to identify the money and what I'm going to do with the money. So this is going to be fake. Toiletries are going to be real, so that'll be $40 in real cash I need to get from the ATM machine. And then fake cash, that's 204. 204 plus 342 equals 546. And then transfer is something I have to do over here on this side, is what money I'm going to transfer for this week. I'm gonna do that over there. I'm gonna do that later. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I also verify that all the bills that was supposed to be taken out for last month, I always say last month, from last week was taken care of. The only thing that has not been fully taken care of and paid, because I put down when things are paid. The only thing that wasn't paid is the gym. So I said last week bills. Last week bills would be gym, and that's auto, and it's supposed to be $44.75. 72. So I put this here so I can verify if all those things has been completed. So I gotta tally up the transfer amount I'm gonna put in each account or to my main other account. Then I do my fake cash, my real cash, and my last week bills. That look like bus. Oh well. That has not been taken out yet, or I haven't verified it has been taken out yet because this is automated. That's where I put right here at the bottom, so I can keep track on everything. I love planning my money. I know exactly what's going to happen. So the goal is to get $40 out of the bank. And then I will have to get my fake cash ready. And then for this week, we're going to have a cash stuffing weeks with my budget actuals. So there you have it, you guys. This is the end of my videos. If you have enjoyed this video, if you learned anything from this video today, please let me know in the comment what you learned. And if you really like what I'm doing over here, please subscribe to my channel so you will not miss a next video. I really appreciate you all for watching, and I hope that I could be a blessing in your life. Until next time, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.